Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I am in Disneyland Paris and I thought I would show you 10 details in the park that you might have missed. Right, so the first detail is actually at the start of Main Street, and it's one that you have to listen to rather than look at. So the Bixby Brothers shop over here sells Christmas merchandise all year round, but right next to it over here we've got a dental school. As you can see, there's a little tooth signage going on there as well, which obviously very much gives it away. But if you stand here long enough and you listen, every now and again you might be able to hear some of the dental students inside the dental school.
Ready? The drill is ready, Doctor.
Drill. Laughing gas, please. Now watch closely as we bore out the cavity.
We're only at number one, but this is literally one of my favourite things about Disneyland Paris, especially Main Street. It's a funny detail because if you listen closely, you might not be able to hear it properly on the camera, but definitely make sure you do so when you come here. You can hear some hilarious conversations between the patient, the doctor, the dentist, and like one of them's in pain, he's like struggling. It's hilarious. The next detail that you may have missed at Disneyland Paris is actually located in a quite hidden spot here in Disneyland Paris, right outside Adventureland. And it's just over there. It's basically an egg. There you go, here's a better look at it. It's a giant nest, as you can see, up there. And there's an egg on it as well. And this is actually meant to be in reference to Sinbad, I believe, which is a character from one of the rides at Tokyo Disney Sea. So that's cool how they've kind of connected the Disney parks together with that. But that is something that I honestly hadn't seen until this trip, so I thought I'd show it to you. Now, I absolutely love giraffes. They're some of my favorite animals. And if you or your family or your kids also love giraffes, I would recommend you stepping into this shop behind me in Adventureland, the Curious Giraffe, or La Girafe Curieuse, because you might be able to find a very cool looking giraffe in there. So many people might come into this shop and just look at the items that they're selling, but look up. Just look up and you will find this awesome looking curious giraffe who is currently eating something. Oh, he is so cute. Yeah, he is the curious giraffe, in fact, and he's constantly eating, which I don't blame him for. We're still in Adventureland, and the next detail is a bit more well known than the giraffe or the egg, for instance, but it's still very cool, especially if you're a fan of Up, because over there, as you can see, you can find Russell and Mr. Fredricksen, and they're just chilling there together. Mr. Fredricksen is like looking through the adventure book, and Russell's chilling there, you know, listening to him. It's adorable. The next two things that you may have missed are both in Frontierland, and they're both to do with Phantom Manor over here. So let's go have a look. This is one of my favorite details that my friend Izzy actually discovered last time I was here with her, and it's that top window over there on the right hand side. Sometimes it moves, and it's very, 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 very spooky. Oh my god, there you go, can you see it? Oh, so spooky. The next detail that a lot of people miss is that you can actually come and visit the graves of some of the characters from Phantom Manor. So as you can see, there's a little cemetery here, just on the back of Phantom Manor, and you can see some of the gravestones here. It's actually very interesting reading all of this and seeing all the details and some of the names. Some of them are actually quite funny as well. Now, we all of course love the Sleeping Beauty castle here at Disneyland Paris, and I'm so happy that the renovations on it are more or less completely over now, so it can show itself to us looking absolutely beautiful. But have you ever taken a detailed look at the castle to notice some of the really cool things on it? Because one of my favorite details about Disneyland Paris, and the castle specifically, is that on the castle, especially on that golden bit on the left hand side, now this is as far as my camera zooms in, but you can kind of see there's little bits on the little golden thing, and those tiny things on there are actually little snails, and that's meant to be an homage to obviously France, because they love eating snails here. Now, you've probably all heard of the Bella Notte restaurant here in Fantasyland. It's an Italian quick service restaurant, serves pizzas, pastas and spaghettis, but have you ever paid attention to the actual building? So if you pay close attention, you will see that the Bella Notte building is actually leaning to the right a little bit, especially compared to the other buildings surrounding it here in Fantasyland. And the reason for it being a little bit bent is as an homage again to the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy, because it's an Italian restaurant, Bella Notte. The next detail that you may have overlooked here in Disneyland Paris is actually located right next to Liberty Arcade at the top of Main Street, and it's on this poster behind me. So you might look at this poster and just think, oh, it's just a ship, you know, the Statue of Liberty's over there to do with the Liberty Arcade, but you might not think any more of it. However, if you look closely enough, I'm gonna zoom so you can, you know, hopefully see it. On the ship, as you can see, there are many different people just enjoying their lives. But can you see over there, and hopefully you can, you might be able to spot Walt Disney and Mickey himself just chilling on the ship. For this next detail, I'm just outside the Emporium shop, which is the biggest shop in Disneyland Park in Disneyland Paris, and this is actually one of my favorite details. So as you can see, there are two little plaques here, golden plaques, that have Emporium on them as a sign, but under the Emporium sign you have since 1892. Now, I would ask you to be curious and maybe perhaps wonder, why 1892? What's so special about 1892? Well, 1992 is the year that Disneyland Paris opened here in Europe, and obviously Main Street USA is meant to be quite old, so they've just gone back a century and turned it into 1892 instead of 1992. So it's a reference to the opening day of Disneyland Paris. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new as well. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you knew any of these details, if you had noticed them before, or which one of them you didn't maybe know about, or which one of them was new to you. I'd be very curious to know. Also wanted to give a shout out to Darren and Margaret from Northern Ireland, two of my lovely viewers that I met throughout the park today whilst I was filming this video. But yeah, also please let me know in the comments down below if you liked this video, if you enjoyed this content, because these are by no means the only details that you can find in Disneyland Paris. There are so many other awesome details just throughout the parks that I can show you. So if you like this video, I can make a part 2, maybe show you 10 more of the details here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and I'm loving this music. Right, thank you so much guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.